Yep, welcome back. Good to see you. Even though I can't actually see you, you're still very welcome to come back anyway to another exciting edition of growing bulbs here in our garden. You know that we love to grow our spring flowering bulbs, and this year I've decided to do a few more in the way of summer flowering, summer and autumn flowering bulbs, which we plant in the spring. And I'm going to show you a few more that I've planted, a few different perfumed bulbs, if the birds would just be quiet for me to film long enough. But I wanted to show you this one here, which I've never grown before. It's a humdinger of a bulb. That means it's quite large. It's known as the Voodoo Lily, or Amorphophallus bulbifera, for those of you who like to use long words. And I'm going to grow it in a pot because it needs to be protected here in the UK over winter. In a warmer climate it could be left outside all year round, but it likes a bit of shade, it says here. So I'm going to put it in this pot and then maybe sink it into the ground through the summer, so that I can leave it in the pot but sink it in the ground, and put it somewhere a little bit shaded in the garden. Actually, I've got a spot in mind. I'll show you later in the summer. But the first thing we've got to do is to get it to actually grow. And so we've got ourselves some reduced peat compost here, which I'm going to wedge that in so you can see there's a kind of a curved bottom to the bulb there, and that's where the shoot is. You can just see, actually. Can you see that little shoot there, just waiting to go? So we're doing this in kind of late March, just before our wedding anniversary. How's that? And he's a few inches down there. Probably the bottom of the bulb is about 4 inches from the soil surface. So he's in there, and then we're just going to cover him over with some more of this compost. A little tap down to settle the compost a little bit, so we can see there's a bit of room for some more compost on there, like that. There we go. So there we go. Let's put that down there, and I can just show you the rest of the bulbs we planted for our summer show. So there's the Voodoo Lily. We've grown for the first time again some perfumed Childanthus, the perfumed fairy lily. I just happened to be reading up on lilies and things this morning, and noticed that Childanthus is grown a lot, I think in the Philippines and other warm tropical areas. So looking forward to seeing that in the summer. And again, because it's a tropical bulb, we'll need to protect that over the winter. And a Hymenocallis there, which apparently has a subtle citrus fragrance. That'll do me. And look at this bad boy. Never seen one of these before. A Ferraria Crispa, the Starfish Iris. So not cheap, $4.99 for one bulb, but if it comes up and looks like that, it'll be gorgeous. So they're all planted in there, and I'll leave them outside now. If I had a greenhouse, I'd probably put them inside the greenhouse to give them a head start in spring. If we do get some really cold nights here in the UK through the spring, I'll probably just pop them inside overnight. But then once we go through the spring, we get the warmer days, they'll get growing, and we'll keep you updated. Exciting times, eh? You never stop learning in the garden. I'm excited to see what these things do. Stay in touch, subscribe, comment, like, all those sorts of things. You know how it goes. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much. Bye.